Part 1. White clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry for that. I started the game and immediately went into cutscene. So welcome back. This is going to be part 5 of my Fire Emblem Three Houses walkthrough. So what I'm going to do throughout this playthrough is I'm going to alternate between the actual story missions and the monastery actions. So if you don't want to watch the monastery actions, just skip to every other video. But in the monastery, I'm going to explore. I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm going to try to build support. And I'm probably going to sit through some of the support conversations. Towards the end of the playthrough, I'll probably just upload a bulk support video without me commentating over it. So if you don't want to watch the monastery stuff, but you want to see the supports, I'll upload some of that at the end. So let's not just talk and let's actually get going here. Got some story to get out of the way and then we can explore.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Yeah, so this is going to be the first mission if you're not playing on casual, where your students can actually die. We don't have to worry about that. In the later playthroughs, I might change that, but I wanted to, for each individual house, I wanted to use whoever's in that house first. And then when we do the final playthrough, we can kind of do like a all-star team. But
Thank you.
so for right now, we're not going to have to be worried about any of the dying stuff. So I think this month they force you into doing things in the monastery that aren't exactly exploring. So I'm going to save real quick because I don't think I got a chance to do that before. But so we're going to explore because we don't have another choice. But I think a good bit of the monastery is opened up now. Real quick, I'm gonna change the sensitivity here. It's a bit low for me. Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, let's actually get going here. So, we're gonna collect the missions first. Boosting the renown is really nice.
Hey, do you know how
Your
old
renown
Captain
points.
Gerald is?
Um,
It's not normal to forget your own
oops.
age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
So if I accidentally skip the dialogue, I'm gonna open up the log so you can see for yourself. I don't want to jip you guys on the story if that's what you're here for.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
Okay.
I have a request.
All right. I think we just go to his office.
Professor!
These monastery missions are really easy to complete. They always have an indicator on where everything is, so for the most part, you don't have to pay attention. All right, so Dorothea is here, so we're gonna try to get her.
Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
So I'm almost positive this is supposed to be like an underwear reference. So I think she wants you to say, "I'll tell Manuela."
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I know where it is. I'm not going to try recruiting, at least not till the end of this explore session. You can only ask one time per week you're in exploring. You're in the monastery exploring. So if you plan on doing any event where it might
What is it?
boost some support, I would just recommend just doing it at the very end. I don't think we're going to be able to get her this week.
Cake? Oh.
So, I'm not opposed to having more students than the 15 I said before, in my group. Throughout most playthroughs, there are going to be just positions where the only thing you need to recruit somebody is a level. Like your I guess main unit has to be a certain level. So most of the professors join anyway, with the exception of some that don't join depending on which route you take. What you just saw right there is that sometimes there's blue items you can pick up around here that increase your professor level. So if you just see it, you pick it up. Some of it, like earlier, I think you saw me pick up like fishing larva. I don't use, but you don't really know. I think it's random. The only time it's not random is lost items, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when it's time to talk about that. It might be this month, but it might be next.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Was he hot? I'm sexy. Look at my blank stare. Yeah. Ladies love me. So, like I said before, we're going to be using the garden every time we enter the monastery. It's quick, easy, give me some professor levels, and then you can use all the ingredients you get here into meals. So that's really... Oh. Well, darn. I thought we had a chance to plant 3, but I guess it's only 1 right now. It'll be 3 pretty soon, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, so we can talk to you.
Professor, our next mission is to go after... I'm not very confident. I'm afraid I'll just hold everyone else back. I should probably stay behind for this one, or help plan the attack instead.
Nah, I don't like having quitters on my team. We'll fix that, Marianne. So, I promise I am not just running around aimlessly. I like to take a route around the monastery, see everything. This is one of the new places to explore. Personally, I buy everything from the calendar menu before I pick explore. So you have all of these options, and when you're exploring, you can choose to buy stuff. But I literally just buy it from the menu because I don't like walking down here unless someone I know is down here. Sometimes there's items, but they're probably not like good items. I don't think I've ever gotten anything really all that great around here. Most of the students don't come around here either. There's no reason to talk to the armor or the item shop right now, so I'm not going to. Another spot that opened up. Come on. Alright. See.
You look bored. Care to duel? What?
I think he says the same thing regardless of what you respond to. I don't know what's that about. Or what's that's about. That's why I don't particularly like talking to Teresa. He doesn't say anything. So I'm probably just gonna skip him from here on out. Eloise.
Professor, I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck.
And he disappears. The best Eloise is the one that's not there. So, let's go into the cafeteria. Cynthia.
Way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me?
Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
I think it depends on the sweets. I'm not a big vegetable guy, but some candy tastes like crap.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
If you say the cold,
I have agreement.
Petra starts to love you, and that's my
I'm
intention.
wearing much lighter clothes.
Yeah, Petra is one of my favorite characters. In my personal playthroughs, I've used her every single time. So that might continue. We'll see. I might have her on my team, but not active in other playthroughs. The Black Eagle ones, for sure, she will be on my team.
So I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
If you pick sweet and Aunt likes you.
Same. I'll definitely remember that.
Alright, so every time I'm gonna do the meal of the day. The motivations of students are pretty much all maxed out, so I'm gonna use the opportunity to recruit or build support with team students that aren't on my team. 75% is good enough for right now. So we're gonna go with Sylvain. Anybody else? Yeah, Sylvain's the only one on this list that I really want, so that's what I'm gonna keep with, and I'll just max the support out for somebody. Let's go, Leonie. Another thing you can do with these meals is you can play matchmaker. The students build support between themselves and you during the meals. So if you are gonna play matchmaker, or you like how certain characters interact and you want them to end up with each other at the end of the game, if that does it for you, then you can do that there.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the chip. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
That's no fun. Alright. Yeah, Tomas is another character that doesn't say much of anything. Manuela's over here.
You know, Professor, there are some like the other night.
I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Yeah, so Manuela and her infinite tales of being rejected, that doesn't change throughout the whole game. If you feel bad for her, you can romance her. I don't plan on doing that, but I might matchmake. We'll see.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
I think if you say if you're busy, never mind, you get support. I don't quite remember, but we're gonna go with it.
Are you sure? I thought you'd found me out for a moment there.
Yeah, so Hilda is gonna try to make as many excuses as possible early on. She's like, I'm too weak to fight. Spoiler alert, she's one of the best characters in Claude's route. So yeah, we're gonna use her, and then she's gonna fly on a dragon and cut everything in half. Sylvain's here, but I don't
Professor,
think I have a
taking out the
dialogue
bandits?
option with him.
That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
Alright, Sylvain I remember being hard to recruit, so we're gonna try to boost his support. The support is not the only way to recruit them. Sometimes you just get a high enough skill level with a certain action, and you get them. But Sylvain, I don't think I'm gonna be able to before the cutoff time. So we're gonna see. I don't want to talk to Cyril. I said that before. I don't feel like I have to explain it. So we got Dimitri and Claude over here.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that?
Some more tutorials. Don't need them. I'm a pro. I heard that the DLC is going to introduce, the DLC you can get from the Season Pass is going to introduce interacting with pets, but for right now, they exist, but barely. Like, I'm walking through them, they don't take up space. Talk to Dimitri.
We could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against yours.
To do.
If you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
Dedu seems scary. He's not. Big old teddy bear. Okay, I think I talked to everybody throughout the monastery that I wanted to talk. I am corrected. So let's get that done. Then we can go into the new parts of the monastery. Yep. Okay, so most parts of the monastery are open. The only parts that aren't are the this little blacked out spot on the right side. Those are the knights' quarters and the armory. We got the students' quarters, which is the long sliver to the left of where my cursor is. And then the third floor, that doesn't open up for a while. And there's nothing to do there. So we're going to ignore it. We got Hubert and Edelgard.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That
What are you
mission is
doing?
very different from the one we were given.
How come you get to know mine? I don't get to know yours, Hubert. You creep me out anyway.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Yeah. Edelgard is bae, but we're gonna have to forget about her for now.
Okay.
Got a little Ashy here.
It's thanks to
Sir?
my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
That statement is not going to age well. I will not spoil it. So let's finish off talking to Joe Schmoes in here. And there aren't any. Raphael is probably around here, and I don't remember talking to him. Is he in here? WTF. Oh, he's in there. I forgot. So that's another spot we can go into. I think they let you fast travel, so after we open up the final 2 areas, we're golden. No more running around stupidly like this. Training grounds. Okay. So remember when Dorothea said she lost something?
Professor, you here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
And so Caspar just used a bunch of panties to clean his sweat off. He's an innocent boy. We'll forgive him.
Bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better?
Pick strength.
I knew it.
He's all about lifting and eating. He's not a bro, but he might as well
Now that
be.
you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
So Felix is cool. I like him. He's a good character to use. He's pretty strong. But I'm not gonna go for him. If it happens naturally, it happens naturally. But I've historically had a hard time recruiting him as well.
Strong and skilled, sure. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
He hates Dimitri. He pretty much hates everybody. He has a good reason, but we're not going to get into that now. We're not going to find out until we do the Blue Lions playthrough. So, one last place to go, and that is the actual church part of the monastery. We got Ferdinand chilling here.
Do you know of the Iyer family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire.
Cool.
The Empire's power lies.
Cool.
The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
I'm ready. He gives you...
All right. I will list the 6. There's Caspar's father, Bernadetta's father, Count is finally, we have Duke Garrett. One day,
It's not relevant.
than anyone in my class.
Not relevant.
I will
I look forward to that.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
But, Ferdinand's hard to recruit too. With the skills. Alright, come on, Cathedral. Get out of my way. Alright. There's gonna be a lot of things to do in the Cathedral, which is unfortunate because it's kind of annoying to get to.
I have a favor to ask.
This mission. Talk to Mercedes.
Nice and quiet. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray?
That's
with me
right.
too?
We got.
It is
I'll
the duty
stomach
of
it.
every Fodlan noble to demonstrate. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess? You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth. After all, devote.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Saint Indec.
Saint Kathleen. Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you
I have
are
a hunch
member
that
of the
hers is
church,
Saint
be sure
Kathleen.
to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to
Roger
ask
that, dude. Alright. We done here? We're done here. Yeah. Got Linhart Ignatz. Oh, I'm sorry, Pull Cut. So we'll talk to him. Already wasted enough time. So let's go.
Through a sea of countless books, it's how do the poor fools who spend their days sharpened?
Nerd. Stupid nerd. Alright, let's get Ignatz. Crap.
I can't believe it. I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I agree. They're brimming.
I should get his name right if I'm going to talk about him. His name will not be Ignatz in my mind. Okay, just Hanneman and Rhea left. And then we can do another meal. That'll be helpful. And then finish up the missions.
Excellent work, guiding and bearing the... Your talents are incredible.
So I will skip, or not skip, but like go quickly through
Thanks for your help.
Dialogue that I don't feel is necessary. So, I mean, you can slow it down. Hopefully you have enough time to read it. I'm not just going to spam the A button, but I will basically just do it as fast as I can while letting you read it if you want to. So you got Rhea.
Thank you. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
I think if you'd say about the teaching of Saros, she might like you.
Believers live
All right.
their lives by her sacred wisdom. Please, I can often be found here, so if there is ever...
Roger that, Rhea. All right. So let's get the missions done. Fast travel there. Both areas you can fast travel to are equally close. All right. Get this done. Open my door. So this is a fake loading screen here. Sometimes the doors will be shut and you have to run around like a stupid idiot. And maybe it'll open. There you go.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think.
Okay. I got this exclamation point down here. I think this is for cooking. Yeah, cooking.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Would you kindly? She's Andrew Ryan, guys. It's a trap. So sometimes this is hard to see, but in certain missions there'll be like a glowing yellow sphere on the map, and that's where you're supposed to go. So let's go find this yellow sphere. Oh, is it upstairs? Up there? Oh, wrong direction. Then I think we unlock the ability to I don't know, pray. Do choir singing. Let's get the library one out of the way, then turn in all the missions, and then we're going... Were these here a second ago? These blue? No, they weren't. Okay. This is for the mission. Just got that all done. I think we're good. So I'm gonna turn in the one in the kitchen first, and then we'll handle the ones in the cathedral. Doesn't seem to be any supports right now, so I think this is the last chance you get for exploring. So turn this in. I don't know. I might do the choiring stuff because I'm pretty sure Dorothea likes doing it, so that's an easy way of boosting your support with her. So let's turn both of those in.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so we can use that to get Dorothea, and then turn the Sedith one in.
Well done. You have my thanks.
All right, and let's do the choir stuff. This boosts Professor experience too, so you can get picked too. Let's do Hilda. So at the end of the game, you're gonna have an opportunity to marry somebody with who you get an A support with. I haven't decided. I'm gonna do it because it's part of the game, so we'll have to see what happens. I'm not gonna go out of my way to build support with any one student. I found that naturally throughout the game, you'll pretty much get an A support with anybody who you use. predominantly. So let's finish exploring. I think we're done. Introducing the teaching aspect.
Don't tell me. No one bothered to show you the standard
Okay, so whatever. I'll skip it. I'm always going to instruct just because it boosts support as well. I like the support conversations, so I'm just gonna do whatever I can maximize my opportunity for those. Okay, so I know what I want Hilda to be. She has these stars next to a certain skill are a hidden talent, so it turns a normal. So you get boosted experience for a strength and reduced experience for a weakness. But the hidden talent, if you fill all 3 stars by leveling up the skill, you'll get strength there. I don't plan on making her an armor unit at all. They're a bit too slow for me. So I'm going to make flying one of her skills. You'll see why later. So I'll maximize that. So that's done. Okay, Marianne has a hidden talent in Lance. I will use that. It's not going to be necessary for a while. So for right now, I'm just going to upgrade Faith. And I actually split it between Faith and Riding. She likes horses. It's one of her only easy to read character traits. Alright, so Lysynthia, I'm never going to use her with a sword, so I'm just going to ignore that, but I will split between Reason and Faith. She has a very diverse group of spells that she can use in either, so I'm going to maximize both. So that's done. Another important thing to do is the group tasks. I'm using the flying one. Flying characters are my favorite to use because they can move really well. So we're going to use Hilda, and then no one else is going to use it. I don't quite remember Hilda, Leonie's strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure you can make her one if you want. I'll just use Claude for now. Let's see, goals. I don't care about authority. I only use gambits to basically disrupt attacks and like make our stun opponents. So for him, I'm actually going to make it axe and bow. What I like to use him for. Where's bow? And blind. Okay, so he doesn't have a hidden he has a hidden talent in axe. I don't think you get any progress towards the stars if you just let normal teaching experience happen. You actually have to like individually instruct them. Lance and Reason are fine for him. He also, I think he has a hidden talent in riding. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, he's just a strength. Yeah, that'll work. Him, axe and brawling is perfectly fine for what he wants to do. Sword and bow, there is no class where having both sword and bow is going to be useful. So for him, Lance, bow. I think riding's more important for him, so riding and bow. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a strength there. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Another thing, I don't use another person who I don't need authority for, so Reason, Faith. Marianne, sword, not particularly useful, so riding and Lance, or riding and Faith. Hilda, that'll be fine. And then Leonie, I'm gonna make her a riding unit as soon as possible, so I'm just gonna make her Lance and riding. Alright, we're done.
Professor.
This is an easy way to get professor experience if you answer right. I don't care about being pretty or anything, but it bothers me that some people don't realize that I'm a girl. They're wrong. Pray you know mine. I think if you tell her she's pretty, she'll like you lots.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's levels. So you can't tell now because she had maxed out motivation, but her the right answer will I think give you 50% motivation and professor level.
Hey, Claude. You're looking so cute today. I have a quick favor to ask.
Wait, that's my line. You just try to get to work without slacking, okay?
Me? Look who's talking. You have no work ethic to speak of. Professor, look. I guess it pays off to put in a little effort sometimes.
Hey, all you did was cheer from the sidelines. You didn't...
So, not every people you put in the group, not every group of students you put in with the group tasks have special conversations, but some do, and they're kind of fun. You see them play off of each other. That boosts support as well. Not with you, but between the two students. All right. Whose birthday? Raphael.
Thanks.
All right, so this time they're going to force you into battling. So for some of these battles, I'm not connected to online. This is not relevant. So for some of these, I'm just going to skip through. I'm going to use them predominantly for leveling up units to make sure that I don't spend a whole lot of time dying in the important missions. They're not important at all towards the end. I only use them to build up support between characters before the game ends. So this one I'll do because it's going to be a first opportunity to use the entirety of my team. Let's see. Yeah, I can use everybody. Alright. It is what it is. There's not much I can do right now. So, yeah, I'm going to auto battle. So, if you didn't know, you can just press the A button on any empty space. Pick auto battle. And then if you, once you're auto battling, if you press the plus button, it'll speed through everything. Only showing you when characters level up in a stat or battalion level up. So we'll try to split this off in a relatively even way. He doesn't have an axe, does he yet? Alright, well that's a problem now. It won't be a problem later. Pretty early on, you get a close counter with bow units, so they can attack close range units that attack them.
Stand ready.
So
Leave it to me.
why Lysynthia has a bow, I won't know. Unfortunately, early on, she doesn't have a whole lot of uses for her magic. Magic replenishes every battle, so mages are very useful because, you know, you don't have to waste time or money restocking them. So I like using Lysynthia, and later on she has so many spells with lots of uses. But right now it's a problem. So axe units kind of suck early on in the game. They have to get better with their proficiency on the weapons. Otherwise they're gonna miss all the time. Level up. So in this mission, once every character reaches level 5, I'm going to ignore them. Assuming they mastered their class. I want that HP boost. Alright, for this, I'll just have Ignatz try to shoot them. His added ability is that he has an increased hit rate, so terrain effects don't really matter to him. And I think magic doesn't matter anyway. So I should be able to hit this person. Unfortunately, if I do this, she's going to get attacked head on, but luckily she's in the bushes herself. And then we'll have Hilda finish it off. Hopefully. Alright, good.
I'm all sweaty.
Alright, Lorenz can go either way. He has a strength in magic. It might be a hidden talent in magic, dark magic. So, I should have moved Leone first. So you can go either way with him. I'm not going to use him after this mission. I probably should have deactivated him from the start so he doesn't take experience. As soon as I'm benching one of my students isn't a problem, so I'm going to leave him out. I'll replace him as soon as I can. Okay, so she got another spell, so that that casting limit she has isn't as big of a deal anymore. He's clawed with his bow. So with most bow units early on, you have to worry about them getting attacked at close range. Claude is not like that. He doesn't care. See, this is a problem. Whatever, I'll just leave it be. Gauntlets can attack twice first. So that's nice for Raphael, because he's slow. Otherwise, he won't be able to attack twice at all. And luckily for Raphael, they're going to attack Claude because he's defenseless. Nice little jump shot there. Alright, okay. I'm gonna get this out of the way as quickly as possible.
You fought well.
Your character is the king of critical hits. So that's what's really nice about them. So I'll have Marianne weaken this person, and then Hilda finish them off. Or not.
Can't afford to lose.
Marianne was out for blood today.
Is this power really mine?
Yeah, so her magic stat is ridiculous.
Just like that.
The reason I'm going to level up her Lance is it's just because of classes later down the road. I don't, if they're a magic class, I exclusively use them for magic. So I use that to get, there's going to be things introduced later on called master classes, so I try to maximize experience throughout the playthrough. So I know what each student, what I want to make each student at the end of the game. So I'm going to only invest time and effort into what I need to make sure that they can fit in the classes. Claude, you do not have to worry about. He has his own classes that happen naturally throughout the game. I think around like so this is part 1. In part 2, he gets his first special class. So you basically just have to worry about making him what you want at the start of the game. Claude's specialist classes are the best in the game. So we really don't have to worry about that. With Edelgard later, I didn't use her special class. I might this time. We'll see. I have a fascination with dragons, full disclosure, so I might just make everyone a dragon unit.
We must all.
I'm just gonna try to get through this. I want to do everything in between missions in this episode, so I'm just gonna hurry through. She'll kill him before he kills her.
That takes care of that.
I wish I could have brought more people in the intro mission, because having Leone at level 1 is a bit of a bummer. Alright. It's running long. Early on, because your characters are so weak, it's a little slow to do these missions. Which is nice to have auto battle. Okay. Hopefully this will work. And then Bolcut will get experience.
I did.
And then have Marianne. Yeah, unfortunately, she's not close enough to heal anybody, but that's fine. Screw you guys. Oh, Claude, no!
Stalemate. Careful now.
Alright, Marianne. Heal me.
Thank you. Stay focused.
Alright, yeah, my professor has almost maximized the class experience, or so that this should do it.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Ah, 2 away.
Another step.
Okay.
Use a break.
Okay, come on, Hilda.
You lost to me?
So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to upgrade people right away, which is fine. In later playthroughs, you basically get boosted experience and stats. So this playthrough probably will be the longest one between the traditional three house routes, which is oh, I forgot who I was using now. See, Lawrence having Lawrence out here is a trap.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
That's a bummer. So Leone, or anybody who can use magic, regardless of whether or not they have a strength and faith, can if they level their faith up, stat up enough, they can heal too. So I generally, if I'm using a magic unit for the added utility, I just level them up in faith as well. Okay, well, that was quick for her. I think that's because of her student ability. She doubles the experience in her classes and skills. So once we get to once we get Lysynthia to level 5, we can just change her. Save. Yeah, the loading screens are going to be a bit of a problem throughout the playthrough. They're not consistent at all either, and that's the problem. Sometimes they are like really quick, like 15 seconds, and then other times it feels like you're waiting for like a minute and a half. The only thing that lets you do is to tilt your controller. You can have your sprite run around at the bottom, but you know, that'll only get you so far. Okay, so for Leone, she was a little weak, so I think she has a pretty high crit rate. So increasing her bow, she's basically gonna be good at whatever she wants to do. Actually, when I'm here, let me check. She can be a flying unit. So I guess the easiest flying unit, because there's 2 different flying units in the game. There's Pegasus and then there's Dragon. She would probably be a better Dragon than a Pegasus Knight. Or, sorry, flip that. A better Pegasus Knight than Dragon. But I'm not going to do that. I'll probably have enough of those.
I've learned
Let's get some Claude action. Get his axe up.
Let's do this. That was.
Yeah, so I don't really know when they give you stars. I think it's tied to how many times they get a perfect rating, but it's not consistent. Maybe it's just the amount of experience you pour into. It's hard to judge because they get experience through every week anyway. Yeah, so Ignatz has a strength in reason, or hidden ability in reason, but his magic stat's not particularly high. And I'm probably gonna have enough magic units anyway, so I'm just gonna keep him as a bow.
No. I can't.
Here, so you won't have an opportunity to look. See, these are the master classes at the bottom. So throughout the playthrough, I'm gonna basically make sure that they reach milestones in their skill ranking, so I can make them each level of class that I want. But I know what they're going to be at the bottom because I played this game before, so I'm just gonna make sure that they're getting the proper experience. What's nice about this game as opposed to other games is you can make a student whatever you want. Obviously, some students are better at some things than others. Like, I wouldn't recommend Raphael being a magic stat or a magic class, but you can make him one if you want. I don't know why you wouldn't participate in some of these. You get free professor experience, you get free motivation increases, and then you get free support. But you don't get to decide who participates with you.
Singing with others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone. Singing's okay, but...
I don't know why Hilda likes to sing. She is not a magic unit at all, so I'm not worried. She will get some because it seems like every time you do one of these things, she's gonna participate. But having Lysynthia learn heal is really nice. And we're almost done. Oh crap, so you have the option to do these support conversations throughout the monastery run if they're high enough, but if not, they'll come speak to you. So I'm just gonna do this because it's here. If you say no, you can do it at a different time.
What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this? It's lucky. As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch. Not as much as you. It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours. Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile. I was just playing around. Don't get mad. By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support? Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action, and it would bring down morale if I were killed. Have you even seen me, Professor? Look at these noodly little arms! I should be cheering everyone on from the sidelines. It'll certainly improve the boys' morale, don't you think? Because even if I do, I won't be of any help. My big brother is the type of person who's supposed to be on the battlefield. For me, it's just a waste of energy. It's pointless. Everyone's cut out for something different. The right person for the right task, you know? Please, Professor. Keep me off the battlefield, and maybe I won't tell everyone you were daydreaming.
Not like I care, Hilda. Yeah, so as soon as you talk to them about a support, you know, motivational max out, which is nice to know later on when you have more students to manage. Get some results about Professor Ring.
Look, I guess it.
Hey, all you did was cheer from the. Yeah, I've got this down.
Now I see the heart of it.
Guess I'm still growing.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Oh yeah, getting the hang of.
Okie dokie. This is gonna be the last weekend before the mission actually starts. So I'm not gonna take the certification exams right now. The only two options they give you is seminar and rest. I don't do either. So for right now, I'm just gonna do the support conversation that I have available, and then finish up with the seminar, and then we'll end the episode.
Huh? Are you actually reading, Hilda? I thought you hated studying.
Oh hush! It's just a letter from my brother. He sends them all the time.
Your brother, huh? Isn't he known as a great general of the Alliance? A true beacon of...
Don't even start. That's got nothing to do with me.
Uh-oh, better not let your brother hear you say that. 'Twould break his fraternal heart. But all joking aside, it sounds like he really cares for you.
You can say that again. He must be rather bored, too, now that the situation in Elmira has settled down.
Ah, the Elmirans, the Eastern Menace, as they're often called. I did hear your brother had fought them a number of times. In fact, I hear he's even gone toe-to-toe with Nadir, the great Elmiran warrior.
Nadir, the undefeated, was it? Just another grizzled old man as far as I'm concerned. But my father was ecstatic when he heard my brother had defeated him. He paraded my brother all over our territory. What a pain that must have been for our people.
A pain? Any celebration is something to be enjoyed. Celebration puts smiles on faces faster than anything. I'm sure even you at least congratulated him, right? A smile from you would surely mean the world to your brother.
Well, sure. Then he got all worked up and started saying things like, I am the protector of Fodlan.
That's not far from the truth, you know? Why do you think the Elmirans have been so quiet lately? They're wary of your brother. If House Goneril of the Border were a bunch of weaklings, the Elmirans would have invaded Fodlan a long time ago.
You talk about it as though you've spoken to the Elmirans yourself.
Well, I am heir to the leading house of the Alliance. I'm privy to all kinds of information, whether I like it or not.
You act so nonchalant about your studies, but you know so much about politics and history. You're a hard guy to grasp, you know that, Claude?
Oh, I disagree. I'd let you grasp me any day. My hand, my heart, even my neck. But if you want to know all of my secrets, you'll have to bear yours as well.
Some nice flirting action. Hilda flirts with everybody. Claude kind of flirts with everybody too.
Aw, are you sure? Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay you sometime. Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me. I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure
Take old
people.
biddies.
So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something. And you smell delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house cleaning. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can give you a splash. There we go. I put it on your wrists, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance. For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda. Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one. That smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
So now those are done. So the only other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna go to the marketplace, get Claude an axe. Claude. Get some iron axe action. And then I'm gonna get rid of the sword and the bow for Marianne and Lacynthia. I'm never going to use it. I know why they have it. They like to show you the options for a character, but I'm not going to use it. If we're at the point where Lacynthia is out of magic, we have different problems. She's not going to do much damage with a bow, at least as far as I know. I've never done it. Never felt a reason to do it. I have all the vulneraries in the world, and I do not know why. Alright, so that's done. So I'm going to show you the certification exam right now, but as far, I'm the only one who can do it. My mastery isn't leveled up for a commoner or noble or whatever they called me. So I'll wait until then. I'm going to make him a fighter. So that's what I'll do. Although, so your unit, you can literally make him whatever you want. He's pretty all the way, all around. The easiest ones to level up are the ones with the sword, because that's just what he starts with. Yeah, I'll probably have enough fighters in this playthrough, so I'll make him a Myrmidon. I don't know what I'll do later on. Different classes have different strengths. So all that's left is to do the seminar and finish this up. This gives you skill experience, but nothing else. I don't like doing it. There's more efficient ways of using your time. So for right now, the most useful one would probably be Sedith for the lance. I think it's scaled based off the difference in level between the student and the teacher in the seminar. So the levels aren't high. None of them are good. I don't like that they force you to do this. I'll just do Sedith. I don't care. And then we can finish this up. Okay, so I'm going to end the episode here because I don't know if the story is going to start automatically. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye.